Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. My channel's filled with lots of tips and tricks for anyone who wishes to be more efficient with their time or their money, and I upload 2 videos a week on a Tuesday and on a Friday. Following last week's video on financial independence, I had a lot of feedback and many people felt that financial independence or achieving this FI number was just not possible. So in this video, I'm going to discuss achieving financial independence. Is it even possible? In this video, I've got 3 concepts for you, and hopefully by the end of this video, I'll help you realize that financial independence is definitely a possibility for most of us. So the first concept is investing in the stock market. So the main aim with investing is to try and beat inflation. Different countries has a different level of inflation. For example, India's inflation level is around 7%, whereas in the UK, it's around the 2% mark. The best savings account gives you a 1% rate of interest. So with money saved in a bank, even with the best interest rate at 1%, you're still losing money year on year against inflation. I've just done a bit of research, and the average house prices in 1950 was under £2,000. And the current average house price is £240,000. And that drastic rise of price is only because of inflation. So the only way to beat inflation is to invest in vehicles that beat inflation. Example, the property market or the stock exchange. For example, the S&P 500, which consists of the 500 top companies in America, the average return of investment was 9% year on year. But I can hear you all screaming, saying that investing in the stock market is extremely risky. So let's look at point number 2, which is investing in index funds. I will come to the risk element of index funds, but before that I'll tell you why I love index funds. It is the cheapest way of investing. Usually it is around 0.5% of the portfolio size, that compared to buying and selling individual shares at around £20 a go. Also, it hardly takes you any time. Once you set up an index funds, you just need to review it annually once a year, and that takes you about 1 or 2 hours in the whole year. That compared to individual stock investing, where you have to pick and choose and be monitoring it daily or even hourly, it takes up a lot of your time. Index fund, hardly any time. Now regarding the risk of investing in index funds, let's look at this S&P 500 chart. So this is the daily chart. As you can see, it goes up and down in value at several points in the day. I'm going to zoom out. I'm going to go to 6 months. And again, you can see it goes up and down at several points in the 6 months. I'm going to further zoom out to 3 years. And you can see it goes up and down, but on the higher side. Now I'm going to zoom right out to the lifetime of the S&P 500. They started monitoring it around 1980. And you can see the trend is always on the higher side. So in 1980, the price was around £90, and currently it sits around £3,300. Let's just go back 10-15 years when I started working and earning some money. It was under £1,200, and if I had invested it then, I would be sat on £3,300 per share today. So you can see over the short term, the value goes up and down, but over the long term, the trend is always going up. So over the long term, the stock market is a big money-making machine. The third and the most important concept is compounding. Albert Einstein called it the 8th wonder of the world. To help you understand compound interest, I will take you to 7th standard maths. If you had invested at £100 at a rate of 7% interest, at the end of year 1, you get £107. In year 2, you invested again £107, but the compounding is on the £207. So in year 2, you actually get £214. In year 3, it is £329. So your money gets bigger and bigger with the interest added on it. And the bigger the number, the bigger the compounding. So I'm going to use a simple compound interest calculator. I will put a link of this in the description box below if you want to check it out yourself. So let's just work with last week's example of £750,000 as your FI number. If you want to know more about the FI number or how to work it out for yourself, go and check out my last week's video. So coming back to this calculator, as an initial lump sum, let's say we have £1,000 saved. So your expected rate of return is the average interest rate you will return on your investments. So I've shown you previously that the S&P 500 returns on average 9% year on year, but a globally well diversified fund average return year on year is 7%. So I'm going with a lower amount of 7%. And the number of years, so if you're a 40-year-old, 25 years of working life, so you retire at 65. If your monthly contribution is £950, you will have over £775,000 as your retirement lump sum. If, for example, you're a 30-year-old, so instead of 25 years, you have 35 years at retirement. So then the amount goes to £415 for an investment pot of £750,000. Now let's say you're 55 and you've got 10 years to retirement. Then the monthly amount you'll need to save is an eye-watering £4,300 every month to get just under £750,000. So you can see with this example, the earlier you start to invest, the lesser amount that you need to put in every month, because the magic of compounding works for you. This calculator is only a compound interest calculator. There is more magic that can work for you. For example, the tax relief from your pension contribution or your employer's contribution towards your pension contribution, or perhaps your mortgage for a buy-to-let property. So all this extra money also compounds for you. So as a 40-year-old, although £950 per month seems like a big amount, with this added extras, it may not be £950. It may be maybe £600 that you need to start investing as a 40-year-old. So hopefully I've helped you understand that your FI number is hard to achieve, but is certainly not impossible. You just need to be deliberate and more intentional with your savings. And the earlier you start saving, the lesser amount you need to save. So let the magic of compounding work for you. I hope you really found this video useful. If you have, please give me the thumbs up like button and share this with your family and friends. I would love to have more feedback on what you'd like to see more on my channel. If you think I should talk more about money savings and things, drop me a 1 in the comments below. And if you think I need to talk more about investments and continue with investments, drop me a 2 in the comment section below. Before you go, please watch part 1 of this video of how to calculate your FI number. Thank you for watching me today and stay safe. Bye-bye.